Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's official prices. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we've got this week's official prices on the pre-orders here. Before we do jump into those, though, if we just scroll down here, a couple items not showing up on the official price list will be direct only from Games Workshop. One of those, strangely enough, is the Space Marine Vanguard Task Force. So this is that old set coming back here. Not sure what this is going to be priced at. I do expect a pretty big price hike. It was previously priced at $90 for this set. The other combat patrols currently available are all priced at about $160. This is likely going to be rolled into a combat patrol. As a matter of fact, it's all but confirmed at this point in time with its own rules. And depending on how you look at this set, it is a little bit light financially for a combat patrol, in my opinion. But if you did go through and total up all the units in the set, it's actually not that bad. It's just the fact that it's sort of like all the easy to build stuff, similar to what we saw with the Sisters of Battle. So we don't actually have suppressor kit yet, but we could assume that that's going to be $60 based on like the Inceptors, $60 right here for the Eliminators as well. That's $120. 60 for the Infiltrators, that's $180, and then around like $35 for the Lieutenant. So it's about $215 in value. So I suspect that Games Workshop is going to try to sneak this through at the Combat Patrol price point of $160. I hope it's going to be less, but we'll have to wait and see, and we will find out on Saturday. But regardless, definitely excited to see a new task force. We know obviously that the current combat patrol is the Gladius Task Force, so we can assume that the Space Marine Vanguard Task Force will be its own combat patrol with some of its own rules as well. And it is the same for the Space Marine and Chaos characters as well. The Captain with Relic Shield and Lieutenant with Storm Shield probably going to be priced somewhere around like $35 to $40 a piece, and again direct from Games Workshop only. And same thing for the Master of Possession. I do expect him at the same price point, somewhere around like $35 to $40. But again, those are all just guesses, all speculation. We won't know that for sure until Saturday. But now we're on to the stuff that we do know for sure. So first we have the Kill Team Annual 2023. So this is going to take all the rules from the previous 5 box sets for Kill Team. So the entire Into the Dark season with the 3 expansions and the initial Into the Dark, and then, of course, also Ashes of Faith. So it has all 10 Kill Teams rules in there, all of the missions and all that good stuff. It is basically a nice little compilation, all of that data in one place, and it is $65 USD for the Kill Team Annual. So if you compare that to the individual books at like $45 a piece, it's definitely a really good deal because it has 5 $45 books worth of info in here, and it's only $65. Now, if you've already picked up those books, it's a little harder to justify because you're basically paying like a $65 convenience tax. And of course, that's up to you how you value that. So very cool that they are providing this, especially since some of those books were difficult to get. Some of those expansions have been difficult to get. And while $65 is a little bit on the expensive side, it is about 300 pages. It is loaded with information. And if you are a diehard Kill Team fan and you don't have all of these books already, definitely an appealing product right here. But do be careful, as Games Workshop has severely underestimated the popularity of Kill Team, and pretty much everything that has come out for the last year has sold out almost instantly. So if you are interested in the Kill Team Annual, make sure you get yours on pre-order ahead of time, or you are there waiting on Saturday when these go live, because I do suspect it will sell out very quickly. Alright, so next we're on to the 4 new Kill Teams that are being released. So these are 4 of the new Kill Teams for the first time being offered individually. And we're going to talk a little bit about the weird pricing on these Kill Teams, but we'll do that sort of like as we go. First, we have the Fellgor Ravagers. So the Fellgor Ravagers are the Beastmen Kill Team, $60 USD for them. Some awesome models right here. Very, very cool sculpts, very unique. They did just get a little bit of a nerf. They're still strong and everything. I don't think they're no longer useful at all, but I think coming off of the nerf and then going into the new season of open, it's probably going to be a little difficult for the Fellgor Ravagers because they do really lack in the shooting department. All right, and then next we have the Hand of the Archon. So I want to talk a little bit specifically about the Hand of the Archon and then also the Hearthkyn Salvagers and just do a little bit of a comparison, because the truth is Games Workshop's pricing model is broken. There's too much stuff that is still using the old prices. There's too much stuff that has seen massive amounts of price creep. And now a lot of times when they price things, it just doesn't make sense anymore. So specifically, let's look at the comparison between the Hand of the Archon and also the Hearthkyn Salvagers. So the Hand of the Archon is essentially just a Drukhari Kabbalite warrior kit with an upgrade frame. So you would think that the price between the actual kit and then the price between the kill team, which includes that extra frame and otherwise has zero differences, would be pretty tight. You know, you don't expect to pay an arm and a leg for that upgrade frame, but also you would expect there to be a difference in prices, of course, because you're getting more for your money. So the Hand of the Archon kill team is $55 USD. And then if we just jump over to Games Workshop's web store real quick, and I'm sure this is going to be different in every country. Some of the differences might be bigger or smaller, but here in the United States, that set is going to be priced at $55, and the Kabbalite Warriors, which is just the exact same models, the exact same set, just without that upgrade frame, is $45. So we know in this case, for the Kabbalite Warriors, they're paying $10 for an upgrade frame. It adds a bunch of cool stuff in it, and regardless of whether or not you think that's a good deal, that's what it is. It's $10 for the upgrade frame. So now we're going to jump over here to the Hearthkyn Salvagers. So this is a much newer kit. The Kabbalite Warriors literally came out many editions ago and have not been updated at all. So that is a massive relic kit that's been around forever. The Hearthkyn Salvagers is a brand new kit. This came out at the end of last edition. It is as good as it gets as far as like new style and kits and quality and everything goes. Really nice stuff here. And then on top of that, again, we see the addition of an upgrade frame. So once again, this is the exact same kit, and then you just add in the upgrade frame. So let's jump over here and take a look at the Hearthkyn Warrior kit and see the price on those. But before we do, the Hearthkyn Salvagers, just so we have a reference point, this US kit is $60. So it's $60 USD for the Hearthkyn Salvagers, which is the Hearthkyn Warriors plus the upgrade frame. All right, so here we are with the Hearthkyn Warriors, and this one is priced at $60. So again, Games Workshop's janky pricing has made it so this doesn't really make any sense at all. So with the Kabbalite Warriors, you're paying an extra $10 for the upgrade frame to make them into the Hand of the Archon, so to speak. But with the Hearthkyn Warriors, this kit is $60, and so are the Hearthkyn Salvagers. The Hearthkyn Salvagers come with everything from the Hearthkyn Warrior kit, but they also include that upgrade frame as well. Now, the upgrade frame itself is not necessarily adding in a bunch of like new rules for the Hearthkyn Warriors or anything like that. It's mostly just looks in 40k. But as far as actual kill team is concerned, the difference is you get that upgrade frame that lets you do a bunch of awesome stuff to your actual squad. So here we see that Games Workshop pricing just doesn't make any sense anymore. And the truth is, I hate to say it, but in all reality, the Hearthkyn Warriors are priced at $60. That is what it is. Obviously, I think it should be less. I think everything Games Workshop sells should cost less, but it is $60. That's just the price. And then we jump back over here and we see the Hearthkyn Salvagers again at $60. And the truth is, these should have been priced at $65 or $70. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm definitely happy that they're priced on the lower end. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, you're basically always going to be better off buying the Hearthkyn Salvagers kill team than you are buying Hearthkyn Warriors, because you just get a bunch of extra stuff for no extra price. Because this isn't even the first time that we've seen it with kill team, where they've basically already pushed the prices up so high on the base kits that once they make the kill team and add in the upgrade frame, they can't even raise the price anymore because it's just too insane. Obviously, Games Workshop has upped the prices substantially over the last couple of years, and this has created some weird issues with the pricing and stuff like that. We've seen this a little bit in the past with Kill Team. So I just wanted to point out some of the like weirdness that's going on currently with the Games Workshop range and pricing. And then also, if you're just ever thinking about picking up some Hearthkyn Warriors, just skip them and go ahead and pick up the Salvagers, because you're going to get a cool upgrade frame with a bunch of cool bits and everything for nothing extra. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch, and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. And last but not least is the Inquisitorial Agents for the new kill teams coming out here. So this Inquisitorial Agents kill team is $55. So definitely happy to see this on the lower end, especially because there are some variable ways that you can build these four models. So for a lot of people, I think they probably want to pick up 2 of these sets so they can build some of the cooler different variations. Definitely feels on the lighter side though, I'm not gonna lie. You're basically getting 6 models and a little servo skull book right here, so call it 7. They are the new sculpts. You do get some extra bits so that you can make some variations. But again, the pricing is just super janky on this stuff. So next we got the Killzone upgrade Gallowfall set. And again, this one is going to be direct from Games Workshop only. So we don't have a price or anything on this. We've seen in the past that some of these upgrade sets have been relatively fairly priced and some have been a little bit more on the pricey side. This one is 2 sprues, as where some of the others are 2 and some are 1. So we really don't know exactly what the pricing is going to be on this. I would expect it to be somewhere around like 45, 50 bucks, something like that. But again, we won't know until Saturday. And last but not least, we have the Siege of Terra Warhawk, and this is the paperback version of Warhawk, and this one's going to be coming out at $9.99. So if you've been following along with the Siege of Terra story, and you want to read about the massive battle between Jagadai Khan and Mortarion, the White Scars, and the Death Guard, this could be the one for you. So that is it for this week's official prices. Definitely looking forward to seeing some of the prices on some of the direct order Games Workshop stuff. Hopefully they're not getting too out of hand, as we've seen so many price increases over the last couple of years. It's been absolutely insane. Honestly, we see, just looking at the kill teams and everything here, that their pricing model doesn't even really make sense anymore. There's always been a sort of like points aspect to it. There's always been a sort of like how much an average army costs, or how many of each model or kit you're going to need to buy for your army, etc. It definitely doesn't make any sense that a unique character could be like $40 or $45, and a kit of 10 models similarly sized with tons and tons more options and bits and everything might cost $45 or even $60. But the fact of the matter is, you should always try to get the best bang for your buck. And that's my main goal of trying to point out with the kill team how strange some of the pricing is and everything. So let me know down below what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up. Do you think that the Vanguard Task Force is going to be its own combat patrol? Or am I kind of jumping to conclusions on this one? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15%. Link in the description. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.